Hello everyone. احنا النهاردة ان شاء الله هنعمل ريفيجن على unit 3 كان فيها 3 lessons: oxygen gas, carbon dioxide gas, nitrogen gas. Choose. Number 1. The atmosphere protects the earth by absorbing. هتكون ultraviolet radiation coming from outer space. What's the importance of atmosphere? It protects the earth by absorbing ultraviolet radiation coming from outer space and adjusts the temperature of the surface of the earth. Okay, يبقى هنا the atmosphere protects the earth by absorbing ultraviolet radiation. Number 2. Oxygen gas is consumed during space. احنا بنستهلك الأكسجين gas during two processes: respiration process and burning process. يبقى هنا الأكسجين gas is consumed during respiration process and burning process. Number 3. Oxygen molecule consists of هنا الأكسجين O2. يبقى هنا بيتكون من ايه؟ consists of two oxygen atoms. لازم نكتب oxygen atom، ما ينفعش نكتب two atoms only two atoms. لا ده كده لا، هيبقى false. اوكي هيبقى wrong. اوكي هيبقى كده wrong answer. هنا لازم نقول consists of two oxygen atoms, while the space molecule consists of three oxygen atoms. مين اللي بتتكون من أو السيمبل بتاعها O3 ده الأوزون molecule. يبقى هنا الأكسجين molecule consists of two oxygen atoms. The space molecule consists of three oxygen atoms. هنا الأوزون molecule. Number 4. Oxygen gas is collected by downward displacement of what? Because oxygen scarcely or rarely dissolves in water. What's mean of scarcely? The same meaning of rarely or hardly. Okay, يبقى الأكسجين gas is collected by downward displacement of water. تاني، oxygen gas is collected by downward displacement of water. عشان بعد كده لما جينا خدنا الكربون dioxide is collected by upward displacement of air, not displacement of water. Okay, يبقى هنا oxygen gas is collected by downward displacement of water. الأكسجين يبقى water. Why? Oxygen scarcely or rarely or hardly dissolves in water. Okay. تاني، way to collect the oxygen gas in lab أو laboratory is downward displacement of water. Number 5. Water molecule consists of two. الوتر يا شباب هي ايه؟ H2O. يبقى هنا بتكون ايه؟ two hydrogen atoms. تاني H2O يبقى two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. H2O يبقى ال 2 دي تبع ال H اللي هو الهيدروجين. يبقى ال water molecule consists of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. Okay. Number 6. Manganese dioxide acts as base in the preparation of oxygen in the lab. Manganese dioxide كنا بنستخدمه as a catalyst فين to prepare for preparation of oxygen in the lab. اوكي، فاكرين كنا بنحضر الاكسجين في اللاب عن طريق ايه؟ هيدروجين بيروكسيد decompose into water and oxygen in the presence of manganese dioxide as a catalyst. يبقى هنا المنجنيز دوره ايه؟ المنجنيز دايوكسيد هو acts as a catalyst. والdefinition of catalyst is a chemical substance that remains without any change in the quantity and structure during the chemical reaction. يبقى هنا المنجنيز دايوكسيد acts as a catalyst. Okay. Number 7. Oxygen gas is prepared from. ده اللي أنا لسه قايلاه. بقدر أو for preparation of oxygen أو is prepared from hydrogen peroxide. In the presence of وجود مين؟ الكاتاليست اللي هو لسه قايلين هو اسمه ايه؟ منجنيز دايوكسيد. نخلي بالنا عشان في طلاب بتكتب منجنيز اوكسيد. لا، ده منجنيز دايوكسيد. اوكي، يبقى هنا الاكسجين جاز is prepared from hydrogen peroxide in the presence of manganese dioxide. Okay. Number 8. Carbon dioxide can be prepared by adding. Carbon dioxide can be prepared in laboratory by adding dilute hydrochloric acid to calcium carbonate عشان يدينا بعد كده الكربون دايوكسيد تاني. يبقى الكربون دايوكسيد can be prepared by adding. هضيف مين؟ dilute hydrochloric acid. dilute hydrochloric acid to calcium carbonate. Okay. Number 9. Carbon dioxide molecule consists of. السيمبل يا شباب هو CO2. C what mean أو ال C represent what? carbon. يبقى هنا one carbon atom linked with two oxygen atoms. يبقى carbon dioxide molecule CO2 consists of one carbon atom linked with two oxygen atoms. Exhaled air contains what? احنا عارفين ان احنا بنتنفس. respiration process هي عن طريق two process. inhalation process and exhalation process. طيب inhalation oxygen gas enter to lungs. exhalation process carbon dioxide gets out. Okay, gets out. يبقى هنا exhaled air contains carbon dioxide gas that makes space turbid. طيب ايه اللي بيحولها لتربت او ميلكي؟ ممكن يقول بدل تربت ممكن يقول ميلكي. يبقى هنا exhaled air contains a carbon dioxide gas that makes clear lime water turbid. ممكن اقول بدل clear lime water هي ليها اسم تاني، الكالسيوم هيدروكسيد. اوكي. turns into turbid or milky. 11. When carbon dioxide level increases in air it causes هيسبب ايه؟ لما ال percentage of carbon dioxide increases in air, it will cause global warming phenomenon and suffocation of living organisms. What's mean of suffocation? Suffocation, difficulty in breathing. Okay, يبقى what's mean of suffocation? Difficulty in breathing. Okay, يبقى هنا when carbon dioxide level increases in air, it causes global warming phenomenon and suffocation of living organisms. قلنا what's mean of suffocation هو نفس the same meaning of difficulty in breathing. Okay, ده كان من ضمن ال disadvantages of carbon dioxide. تاني الأنسر when carbon dioxide level increases in air it causes global warming phenomenon and suffocation of living organisms. Number 12. Space gas is used in refrigeration, but space gas is used in welding of metals. Space gas is used in refrigeration يعني مين اللي احنا قلنا ان هو بنستخدمه in refrigeration الدراي ايس. طيب ومين اصلا اللي احنا كنا بنستخدمه او الجاز اللي احنا بنستخدمه عشان نعمل منه دراي ايس؟ هو الكربون دايوكسيد جاز. Okay, carbon dioxide gas is used in refrigeration, but space gas is used in welding of metals الأكسجين gas. طيب بنستخدمه ازاي الأكسجين gas is used in welding of metals الأكسجين combines with acetylene gas forming oxyacetylene flame. الفليم ده بنستخدمه used in cutting and welding of metals. Cutting and welding of metals. Okay, يبقى هنا carbon dioxide gas is used in refrigeration هيكون على هيئة ايه؟ dry ice. But space gas is used in welding of metals يبقى ده الأكسجين gas. Okay, الأكسجين gas. الأكسجين gas combines with acetylene gas forming oxyacetylene flame. الفليم ده هو اللي احنا بنستخدمه used in welding and cutting of metals. Okay. ليه؟ لأن التمبريتشر بتاعته rise up 3500 Celsius degree. Okay. Number 13. Nitrogen molecule consists of النيتروجين molecule N2 يبقى هو هنا هتبقى ايه consists of 2 nitrogen atoms. 2 nitrogen atoms. تاني هنا هتبقى 2 nitrogen atoms and its symbol الرمز بتاعه N2. N2. Okay, the first letter of nitrogen. Okay. 14. Nitrogen reacts with oxygen to form احنا قلنا element combines with oxygen هيدينا ايه forming element oxide. احنا قلنا iron combines with oxygen هيدينا iron oxide. هنا النيتروجين reacts with oxygen to form nitrogen oxide. اوكي يبقى هنا النيتروجين reacts with ممكن يقول بدل reacts ممكن يقول combines with oxygen to form nitrogen oxide which reach to the soil عن طريق ايه؟ raining to the soil by raining. Okay, and nitrogen reacts with oxygen to form nitrogen oxide which reach to the soil by raining. Okay. 15. Nitrogen is an essential element for بدل نفس meaning the same meaning of important element for the tissue of living organisms as it forms proteins. And nitrogen forms proteins. يبقى nitrogen is an essential element, important element for the tissue of living organisms as it forms proteins. Okay. Number 16. Nitrogen gas is called azote because it. What mean of azote? Azote, which mean lifeless. يبقى تاني النيتروجين gas is called azote, which mean lifeless because it doesn't help in burning or respiration. لأن هو ماله doesn't help in burning or respiration. Okay. يبقى تاني النيتروجين gas is called azote because or which means lifeless. Okay. Because it doesn't help in burning or respiration process. Okay. من ضمن properties of nitrogen gas هو colorless, tasteless, odorless. Number 2, scarcely or hardly or rarely dissolves in water. Number 3, doesn't help in burning or respiration. طب أنا هنا nitrogen gas is called azote, which means lifeless because it doesn't help in burning or respiration. Okay. Number 17, a gas in the atmosphere when its ratio increases in the air لما percentage of الجاز اللي هو طالبه increases in the air it causes harm to Earth's climate اللي هو قصده بيسبب global warming phenomenon. يبقى ده مين؟ carbon dioxide gas. Number 18, the method that is used to collect carbon dioxide during its preparation. احنا قلنا الأكسجين is collected by downward displacement of water. Why? Because it scarcely or hardly or rarely dissolves in water. طيب هنا الكربون دايوكسيد is collected by upward displacement of air. يبقى تاني الأكسجين is collected by downward displacement of water. Why? لأن الأكسجين scarcely dissolves in water. But carbon dioxide is collected by upward displacement of air. يبقى هنا the method that is used to collect carbon dioxide during its preparation is upward displacement of air. طب لو جه قال لي why? Because carbon dioxide is heavier than air. طيب لو جيت قلت لك الكربون دايوكسيد isn't collected by isn't collected by displacement of water. Why? Because it easily dissolves in water. It easily dissolves in water. Okay. يبقى هنا هتكون الميثود that is used to collect carbon dioxide during its preparation is upward displacement of air. Number 19. A space phenomenon that happens when carbon dioxide level increases or carbon dioxide percentage increases in the atmosphere and increase the Earth's atmosphere temperature. يبقى ده مين؟ الفينومينون اسمها global warming. Okay. Reason. Number 1. Oxygen is produced by downward. هنا الأكسجين is collected by downward displacement of water. الأكسجين is collected by downward displacement of water. Okay. يبقى هنا الأكسجين is collected by downward displacement of water. Why? Because oxygen is scarcely dissolves in water. Okay, because oxygen is scarcely dissolves in water. Okay, number 2. The clear lime water. قلنا clear lime water ممكن ليها اسم تاني اللي هو الكالسيوم هيدروكسيد becomes turbid. ممكن يقول turbid or milky when carbon dioxide gas passes through it. يبقى تاني the clear lime water becomes turbid. بعد ما كان clear لا ده اتحولت ل turbid or milky when carbon dioxide gas passes through it due to the formation of calcium carbonate that doesn't dissolve in water. هو بيكون ليه؟ لأن the reaction between الكربون دايوكسيد gas and the clear lime water اللي هي الكالسيوم هيدروكسيد forming calcium carbonate that doesn't dissolve in water. Okay. هو بيكون عبارة عن white precipitate doesn't dissolve in water. يبقى تاني هقول الأنسر due to the formation of calcium carbonate that doesn't dissolve in water. بين قوسين هنكتب إن هو white precipitate يعني راسب أبيض. Okay. Number 3. Carbon dioxide is used in extinguishing fires يعني إن هو بيطفئ الحرائق. Okay. ليه؟ لأن الكربون دايوكسيد doesn't burn and doesn't help in burning. تاني carbon dioxide is used in extinguishing fires because carbon dioxide doesn't burn and doesn't help in burning. Number 4. Carbon dioxide is not collected by the displacement of water. Carbon dioxide isn't collected by the displacement of water. تاني الكربون دايوكسيد isn't collected by the displacement of water. ده اللي انا سايلاها فوق. ليه؟ لان هو ماله الكربون دايوكسيد easily dissolves in water. طيب لو جه قال لي الكربون دايوكسيد is collected by the upward displacement of air and isn't collected by the displacement of water يعني جاب سؤالين في سؤال. هنقول هو collected by upward displacement of air because carbon dioxide is heavier than air. طيب ليه isn't collected by displacement of water؟ إن هو ماله الكربون دايوكسيد scarcely dissolves in water. Scarcely dissolves in water. Okay. Scarcely dissolves in water. In water. Okay. طيب what's happening? The percentage of carbon dioxide in the air increases. إيه اللي هيحصل لو ال percentage of carbon dioxide in the air increases؟ هتزيد. It will cause global warming phenomenon. هتسبب ال global warming phenomenon and suffocation of living organisms. And suffocation of living organisms. Okay. ده كانت من ضمن ال disadvantages of carbon dioxide. Okay. Number 2, the percentage of carbon dioxide in the air decreases. طب ايه اللي هيحصل لو ال percentage of carbon dioxide in the air decreases؟ الجرين plants هتقدر تعمل الفوتوسينثيس process. مش احنا قلنا في الفوتوسينثيس process انا محتاجة sunlight، الجرين plants محتاجة sunlight. Number 2 carbon dioxide gas. Number 3 water and mineral salts. طيب مفيش كربون دايوكسيد هتقدر تعمل فوتوسينثيس بروسيس. طب وهي لما ما تقدرش تعمل فوتوسينثيس بروسيس هل هتقدر تديني الاكسجين؟ يبقى هقول الجرين plants can't make their food can't make their food by photosynthesis process, so the percentage of oxygen will decrease. So the percentage of oxygen will decrease in the atmosphere and the living organisms will die. طب لما نسبة الأكسجين أو percentage of oxygen تقل the living organisms مالهم will die. Okay. هنا سؤال بيقول what's the use or importance of oxyacetylene flame؟ الأوكسي أسيتيلين ده اللي احنا لسه متكلمين عليه فوق، اللي هو جه عن طريق ايه؟ الأكسجين combines with acetylene gas to produce oxyacetylene flame. طيب هنا بيقول الامبورتانس، عايز الامبورتانس يبقى اقول ايه؟ الاوكسي اسيتيلين flame is used for cutting and welding metals as its temperature rises up 3500 Celsius degree. Okay. يبقى تاني هقول الأنسر oxyacetylene flame is used for cutting and welding metals as its temperature rises up to 3500. Okay. Number 2 ozone layer. What's the importance of ozone layer؟ ozone layer نستخدمها في ايه؟ that protects the earth from harmful radiations that come from the sun. يبقى تاني الأوزون layer اللي بتكون موجودة في in the atmosphere. ozone layer in the atmosphere that protects the earth from harmful radiation that come from the sun. Okay. That come from the sun. Okay. Number 3 the atmosphere. What's the importance of atmosphere؟ عندنا two importance of atmosphere. Number 1 it protects the earth by absorbing ultraviolet radiation coming from the outer space. يبقى تاني number 1 الاتموسفير it protects the earth by absorbing ultraviolet radiation coming from the outer space. Number 2 it adjusts the temperature of the earth's surface. تاني what's the importance of atmosphere? It protects the earth by absorbing ultraviolet radiation coming from the outer space. Number 2 it adjusts the temperature of the earth's surface. It adjusts the temperature of the earth's surface. Okay. Number 4 the air pollutants. خلاص the air pollutants اللي هي ملوثات الهواء. اوكي طيب هل ليها importance؟ ليها importance. ال air pollutants as dust particles. اوكي as dust particles. طيب بتساعدنا في ايه او ايه هي ال importance of air pollutants؟ help in condensation of water vapor and formation of rains or snow. تاني the importance of air pollutants help in condensation of water vapor and formation of rains or snow. Okay. ان شاء الله هبعت الشيت على الجروب بس. And thank you for listening.